everybody. Welcome to Warmup Wednesday. I'm Christine Thomas O'Mealy, owner proprietor of Metzoid Voice Studio, and I'm a little bit emotionally exhausted today from the election, so I want to focus on the fourth letter of the acronym BRAAP that I've devised for vocal exercises. So breath, resonance, articulation, alignment, and phonation. So today we're going to focus on alignment because I figure it's not a bad thing for us to just take a second and to get ourselves into a good place. So I'm going to take off my sweater, and this is what I often do with my students. I take a step forward. I don't know if you can see my whole body, but I'm taking a step forward and I am bending my front knee and I am tilting my pelvis under just a little bit. If you don't know what that means, I just think of rolling my butt under, so like that. And I don't want to get myself out of alignment. I'm keeping my body straight, and what I'm doing, I'm stretching my hip flexor. So we'll start out with that and we'll switch. I haven't done this with the people for a while because we're not in person. But it's a really good way of just starting your lesson out. It allows you to say, so what have you been up to this week? Heck of an election, huh? So then we go into lifting everything up, opening, going into a shoulder roll. I like to do twice in one direction and then twice in the other direction. Then I like to drop my chin to my chest and let my head roll. Now, if any of these are uncomfortable for you, well, don't do them. Do something else. You don't want to whip your head around. You just want to be gentle. And if you don't want to do this, don't do it. If it hurts, don't. So as long as my head is tucked to my chest, I'm going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. It's a rag doll. I'm sliding my fingertips along my legs, leading with my fingertips, and then followed by the top of my head. I'm going to disappear. Where'd she go? Ah! My arms are relaxed, my elbows are soft, my knees are soft. Go down as far as it is comfortable for you, and then roll back up. And what I feel like I'm doing as I'm going back up is I'm stacking each vertebrae. My shoulders go back into place. And then my head goes back into place. And then I open up my arms and I give myself a hug. And I open up my arms again. I like to turn my hands the other way so that they're facing behind me, just for a slightly different stretch. And then I bring them back forward and I give myself another hug, and maybe I scratch my back. And then I open my arms up one last time, and then I am strong like bull. So I am physically ready to start singing at this point. You have to think about that alignment is about balance. It's not being like this. I'm going to sing for you now. You know, you don't want to be leaning forward. You don't want to be leaning backwards. One of the best ways I ever found balance was when I tore a ligament in my foot and had a boot on that had a rocker on the bottom. Well, it did not allow me to lock my knees, and I couldn't lean forward, I couldn't lean backwards. I was completely balanced on this foot. So you want to keep your knees soft while you're singing. You want to keep your body in alignment. You don't want to slump. It's unattractive. You also don't want to be like that because it limits you. You can't get a good expansion because you're totally out of alignment. Your alignment is also about the relationship of your jaw to your body. Now think about, I'm going to turn this way because this is my good side. Think about how when you open your mouth, where your jaw goes. You know, you've got a finger here in front of your ear, and you can feel the top of the temporomandibular joint hinge. And then you can put your thumb on your jawbone. When you open your mouth, are you opening your mouth straight down, forward, or does it drop slightly back? Down and slightly back is the right answer. If it goes forward, then you sound like this, like a grizzled old prospector in Young Frankenstein. Was it Young Frankenstein? No, it was in Blazing Saddles. You don't want to sound like that. So if you do have an underbite, you might have a problem with that. And either see if there's something you can do about it, if you want to do something about it, or see if there's some way you can compensate for it. If your jaw drops straight down, you're like that. My feeling is that when you're singing, you should be able to switch from singing to speaking like that without having to worry about reshaping your mouth. So if you're singing, and the phone rings, you can go, hello, and you're fine. If you're going, first of all, it's not really attractive, but if you're going, and the phone rings, you need to release your jaw. You need to be free. My teacher always said, if you look goofy, you probably sound goofy. And what is goofy? It's tension. So you don't want to look tense. You don't want to be in this position like that when you're singing. It looks artificial. You don't want to be too relaxed. You need to be ready. You need to be ready just like if you were playing a sport. Not that I do that. But if you're playing a sport and if you're playing tennis and you are standing there with your tennis racket like this and the ball comes, there it goes. You want to be in a position that you can react to whatever you're going to do. And so when you're singing, I mean, you aren't going to be singing like that. But at the same time, you want to be in this place that you can move, that you can be free, that you can do something. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. You want to think about that your spine has an S-curve. It's not ramrod straight, so don't try to make it that way. Again, what I think you should think about is that when you're singing, you should be able to answer the phone, dance, walk around the room while you're singing. I've got a lot of fun today. Walk around the room, basically anything that you're asked to do. If a director says they want you to sing this song while they're shooting ping pong balls at you out of a machine, obviously you're in a German opera, and you should be able to be like, okay, I can do this. I can do that. I'm going to be avoiding these balls, and I'm going to be singing, and things are going to be fine. Hopefully that'll never be asked of you. But if it is, you'll be ready. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.